Welcome back to the Dave Knows Wrestling podcast live stream. I am your host, David Lee. So, what is going on, folks? What is up? How's everyone doing today? Hope everyone's doing good. And, well, interesting week, as I think we all know when it comes to wrestling. So, I figured there's a lot of things going on. Why not talk about it? All right, so let's check things out. There's several things. I didn't know what to put at the topic right now because it's yet again another interesting week, I think, for wrestling and wrestling fans. Hello, Blue Lens. How you doing? Hello, Yuki. How are you? Divergent Pond, should I say? All right, so where are we going? First thing I think I want to talk about is, let me just adjust the microphone here. As you've seen in the title, this is a feature we started last week where it's real fake or fake real, where I ask you guys, thank you. What's up then? As I brought up last week, we have a brand new feature called, what's up, Dave? Listen, what is your opinion about the new SD women? Hey, Dave. Hey, John. Hey, AMR Styles. Okay, we'll get to that. Let me tell you. So the title of it, in case you missed it last week, starting a new feature here. We're doing real fake or fake real. The idea is we're going to talk about something, and we want to talk. Was it real fake? As in, was it really fake looking and embarrassing to wrestling? Or is it fake real where you believed it even though it is fake? No one, Nathan. No one. What are your hopes for the Fatal 4-Way, for the number one contendership for the NXT title? Seriously? Hey, man, Big. Hey, Dave, just got out of school. Won't leave this parking lot till stream ends. Well, thank you. That is dedication, man. Hey, Dakota, what is going on? Amanda Page TV. What is up, Amanda? Glad to see you back. Okay, so I do want to get into that. Do want to get into the real fake or fake real segment, but we're also going to talk about a lot of other things. So you got some questions. Yo, Frisco. Hey, Frisco, what's up, man? So you trying out for a Tarantino movie? Oh, man, I wish. That'd be awesome. Especially if Tarantino. What's up with the monkey suit? One of my classes is graduating tonight, so I have to look professional for their graduation. I finally caught you online again. Yes, Amanda, it's always great to have you on. How's it going, Frisco? How you been? Little Dead Man. Hey, Dave. Nice to see ya. What's your take on the NWA purchase? Charlotte Flair. Hello, everyone. Okay, so a lot of questions. I think it would be awesome if you did. Okay, Paul Bearer wants his suit. Not a Paul Bearer suit. All right, so let's work on a couple of things right now, since you have a lot of questions that we should get into right away. So, what are my thoughts for the number one contendership? I've talked about this last week, I think it was. We were saying that it's a huge, exciting time right now, and my money's been on Roderick Strong for a while, but I think right now Adam Cole is probably the hottest. Roderick Strong, I thought was someone who's destined for the NXT Gold, but I could be wrong because people keep getting it, Cien Almas, Drew McIntyre, and who knows who's next at this point in time. And Roderick Strong might not get it. I hate calling him Roddy. I hate doing that. There's only one Roddy to me, and that's Roddy Piper. So anyway, moving on. Okay, so NXT, the SmackDown Women. SmackDown Women, okay, I really like Ruby Riott. I've been a fan of her for a while. I like Liv Morgan. I think she's cool, too. Is it a Dave getting married? No, I am not getting married. Congratulations. It's fake real. What's fake real? Final two match contender are Adam Cole versus Aleister Black and Lars Sullivan versus Roderick Strong. Like I said, I think it's Adam Cole. Maybe they keep him away from it for a little while, but I think it's Adam Cole. Okay, finished an episode of NXT RPRT. And doing some final wrestling with regret run-throughs and writing. Dude, that is awesome. That is awesome, Frisco. Thank you to you, and thank you to you, and Triple W as well for, all the great support you guys. And it was such an honor being a part of Wrestling with Regret, so I cannot be more thankful. Who to qualify? Wait, let's see. Okay, But good to hear you're doing some great work, Frisco. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get caught up on the chat. The two have qualified are Gargano and Killian Dane. Johnny Gargano, I think, is probably going to go a bit there. Hi. Hey, Dave25. I also know wrestling. Awesome. Who's the guy that's debuting soon in the Spades? I don't think it's a guy. I think it's Shayna Baszler. So, yeah, Queen of Spades. Shayna Baszler. That's who everyone's reportedly saying it is. Did you understand a single word Sarah Logan said today? No. Oh, there's this Black versus Adam Cole NXT title match. Oh, that's an interesting idea that it might be a multi-person match, multi-man match. Yeah, all right. That's not a bad idea. Is real fake. All right. Is real fake. What is real fake? Okay. Everything is fake and real. It's your job in life to sort through them. Deep. Yeah, Shayna Baszler. They spoiled it in WWE. I'm excited for Shayna Baszler for a while, so I'm not as concerned about it being spoiled as I am. And plus, the Spades really kind of, told me right away. Whoever decided Sarah Logan talks, yeah, all right. I got to move forward because I'm so behind on the catch. Okay, hey, I sent Brian your info the moment I watched your Dudley Family Tree episode. Yes, I remember you talking about that episode. I was surprised we didn't get to episode first. Happy to be with your first 1,000 subscribers. I'm happy, too, that you were part of my first 1,000. And thank you again for sending my stuff on to Brian. Brian said great things about you and said that's where he was notified about me from. And I got to admit, so thank you. And thank you, Brian Zane. Again, I can't thank you guys enough. And don't worry, because you guys got me beat on so many other episodes. I'm a lot of people have been requesting on Cheaper Pop Culture that I do The Wrestler, the Ed Asner film, The Wrestler, and there is no joke I can do about that movie that you guys didn't cover already. I really sat there trying to think of what take I could do on this movie, because I saw the whole movie, and it's cheesy. There are some high points in it, but I couldn't. I wanted to say something, but everything I could possibly think of, you guys said already. Brian said already. So, I didn't know what to do. It's been in my back burner for who knows how long now. The movie The Wrestler. Just don't know what to do about it. Everything. The Mary Tyler Moore jokes. Everything. Just nothing. No stone was unturned. The awkward sauna scene. Nothing. I got nothing. I started filming an episode about it where I tried to come up with some fan theory on how Mickey Rourke's character from The Wrestler is really the son of Billy Robertson's character in The Wrestler, but I'm like, no, that doesn't make more sense. And I couldn't even muster up the fabrication to make the story happen. What's up, guys? Okay, and thank you for the thumbs up, guys. You guys, I love how on top of that you are. You guys are always great. I think they should make a wrestling TV series in the vein of Blue Mountain State, but all with Southpaw Regional Wrestling. Hey, that's not bad. Man Bear Pig is just prejudiced against people from the South. Has anyone from Kentucky been to that? I'm not repeating that. I don't know. That didn't seem like Shayna Baszler's silhouette. I know it doesn't. You're right. You're right, Frisco. That doesn't seem like her silhouette. And Rockstar Spud retweeted. He retweeted, do you think he's Rockstar Spades? He did tweet it with the thinking thing. It's just, enough reports are coming out that was Shayna Baszler. I agree that the silhouette doesn't look like her, but I'm not sure. Maybe she's debuting a new look. Maybe she had her head tilted in a funny angle. Who knows? Funny because I am from Washington State, too. Here's a weird thing. I just kind of read them as I read them instead of reading them and then thinking, hey, should I read this out loud or not? So I keep reading things. Okay. Do you think other wrestling YouTubers like John Cronin, JD from NY? I like plenty of wrestling YouTubers. I say it all the time. And YouTube-wise, I'm a fan of a lot of things. And it's weird. YouTube is kind of like changing right now for me, where all my Hallmark YouTube stuff that I watch and I like is kind of changing forms or going away or something. And so, like, I'm one live stream I found is when I found out about all the changes happening in Cracked, and I've written pieces for Cracked before, so I was like, no, not Cracked. And now I'm all like dejected about that, and then everybody left What Culture, and it's like everything's weird now. Do you have a match of the year, or will you wait until the Ring of Honor final battle? Great question, Rick O'Connor. I will say Finn Balor versus AJ Styles would be mine. Oh, honest promo about the horsewomen. Ooh, I like that, Frisco. That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Since I just did the Shield faction, I'm worried about doing two factions in a row, but I like that. I like that. I'm just saying maybe Rockstar Spud is going to be our manager. Oh. Hmm. Do you think WWE would go all the way with Awoken Matt Hardy, or do you think fans will turn like they did Balor and Nakamura? Allegedly, according to the story. Now, that is what we want to talk about today, or what I want to talk about today for Real Fake, Fake Real. A new segment that I debuted last week where it was I talk about something and say something happened this week in wrestling and say, do you guys think it's real fake, as in it's like just total and not viable and phony looking, or is it fake real where you believe it? And even though you know it's fake, it seems believable. The current match of the year is Tyler Bate versus Pete Dunne 2 at TakeOver Chicago. Not bad. What's your top 3 WWE NXT matches ever? That's way too complicated for me. I'm still waiting for the honest promo on Shinsuke Nakamura. Yeah, the honest promo is kind of stacked up. It's there's definitely time and place. Honest promo on Jeff Jarrett. Do you have some gold? Ouch, kabibbles. Okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, Jeff Jarrett is definitely somebody I who's got a comment. Okay. All right. So the fake real fake. Last week's segment was the turn of Mojo Rawley on Zack Ryder. Was it overdue? Was it done right after the long wait? Did you believe it? Did it seem something you could buy when they pulled the trigger on that in the way they did in SmackDown? I like Crazy Matt Hardy. It's the most real to life he's been in years. Wow. Do you think Batista versus Goldberg will be a good match at WrestleMania 34? No, I do not think it would be a good match at all. Honest promo, Kenny Omega. Truth be told, I was kind of close. I was kind of close to doing that. Because I've talked about this in live stream. I'd like to reward you guys. Thank you for the thumbs up, by the way. I like to reward you guys on live stream by letting you know what I'm doing, what I'm thinking of, and where I'm going. And the thing is, Jinder Mahal is like the guy that I'm ready to do for. I know what I want to do for Jinder Mahal. Billy Corgan names Davis Vice President of Talent Relations for newly. I wish. Jeff Jarrett awarded himself every award on the planet. And wonders why no one likes him. Kayfabe signs the people's elbow. Okay. I gotcha. People's elbow, kayfabe signs. Okay, so I'd like to let you know on the. Okay, so the next kayfabe signs I already got planned, but Frisco, thank you. Okay, totally, we'll keep that in mind, and I like the thought on it. But the honest promo thing is supposed to be Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal has been planned for a while. I know exactly what I want to do, but I'm just worried about Edge's spear. The kayfabe science, the spear itself almost happened last episode. The horse collar, instead of the horse collar episode, it was almost the spear. It was almost that. But I kind of had a pattern that I wanted to go down. Seriously, though, because like a lot of people, I mean, you guys might, 10 pounds of gold. Seriously, though, check out NWA's YouTube series, 10 pounds of gold. Okay, sounds good. Thank you for the recommendation, Frisco. I love recommendations. So, Dakota Jennings, how you doing, Dave? Good. How are you doing, Dakota? I'm actually looking forward to the NWA revision. I am too, to a degree, even though it turns out WWE, as I pointed out, kind of technically has a hold on the NWA. So if they do very well, I'm worried Vince would just start reenacting his ownership of the NWA, parts of it he has. On his promo, The Boss with one. You mean Sasha Banks? Chuck Taylor and his grenade. You know, a lot of Chikara stuff I totally want to get into for kayfabe science. It's like, you know, because the Osirian portal, that one went over well, and I thought that was like too obscure, and no one would care about that, and it was too stupid. But it turned out to be one of the most, the most viewed kayfabe science. So I kind of want to go in there, but of course I don't want to bleed the well dry. So that's kind of my thought. And trust me, you do not want to be in the horse collar. No, I don't. I have faith in surprise. I have faith in it, surprisingly. In 5 years, they could do so. in solid position. Oh, they absolutely can, but I'm worried about Vince McMahon reenacting his, because I heard on a Jim Cornette podcast that Vince McMahon and the WWE technically do own the NWA. They own the rights to the title, and they could use it in any way they could use it if they so choose. So if NWA gets really successful, I'm pretty sure Vince would start reenacting that clause and take it over, and that's what I'm kind of worried about. Kill, marry, sex, Nia, Sasha, Bayley. Aww. I'm sorry, but Nia Jax is gone. Sasha. Sasha for the well, I'm marrying Bayley. So I'm just going to lay that out there. No, not really. The NWA that Billy Corgan owns is from the St. Louis territory. Okay, see, here's the deal I didn't hear, like, I don't understand the dealing of it for real. But from my understanding of it from the Jim Ross podcast is that, Jim Cornette podcast, is that technically speaking, and Vince owns the rights to the title. It's a complicated situation, and, maybe Corgan is free of it, but that's what I'm thinking. So it's a complicated situation, and I just heard about it, but allegedly Vince has owned the title, the name, the organization, like certain things, certain copyrights he owns, and he can reenact them whenever he wants, and he just hasn't been. But if the St. Louis Wrestling Club or the St. Louis Wrestling Club is separate from it, but it's still named the NWA, so I think Vince still qualifies this. But if the St. Louis Wrestling Club for some reason is completely different than from this deal, then who knows? Then all right, good. Then Billy Corgan can rise it up there. There have been 3 things Vince McMahon loves in his life: oiled up muscle men, destroying good wrestling, and himself. Owns to the Crockett namesake. Yeah, and the physical title, if I'm not mistaken. And Shane, like I said, I don't know the ins and outs of the deals. It's just what I was heard on that one snippet from Cornette. It's from Cornette's show, so that's where I'm going. Kayfabe science on WWE All Stars physics. That's pretty cool. That game was crazy. That game was crazy fun. Get married, die. Mandy Rose, Alexa Bliss. Oh, Trish Stratus is dead. Sorry. Marrying Alexa Bliss, killing and just having with Mandy Rose. Yeah. Terrell, what, do you hate us? I hope not. So going back to the Honest Promo thing. So the Jinder Mahal thing, I'm just waiting for the India tour to wrap up to find out what happens. If he wins the belt back or not, because I don't want it to be obsolete like 10 seconds after I do the video. Breaking news, Dave Meltzer is reporting that Dixie Carter has reached out to Dave. Out of those 3, I have to. She's the one I am the least attracted to out of those 3. Sorry. If I had no choice, those were my options. Sorry. And Alexa Bliss, I am all about Alexa Bliss. I know in that one episode of Monday Night Raw, I said my favorite girl right now is Liv Morgan. It is actually Alexa Bliss, but Derek said Alexa Bliss, and he was very adamant about it, so I just let him have Alexa Bliss, and I just said Liv Morgan instead. But no, my favorite girl is Alexa Bliss. Wouldn't owning the title technically make Vince the chairman? No, I meant the championship belt, not the title of CEO or anything. I meant the championship belt. I heard from that they got the likeness rights from Larry Matsui or whatever. Yeah, like I said, I don't really know the details of it. It's just something I heard in one statement, and whatever it is. Beyond that, I don't really know. I had a shirt become obsolete the day we launched it in the store. Oh no! See, that's awful. So I've just been biding my time to hold on that. Adam Page, baby. Interesting. Alundra Blaze, sensational Sherry Luna for Sean. Bye, Luna. Bye. I guess I'm marrying sensational Sherry and getting with Alundra. Because I couldn't marry someone who would throw out a title, because that ain't cool. And I also, but Sherry was with Shawn Michaels, so I kind of don't. But she was also with DiBiase, so I guess that balances out. Anyway, I just fantasy booking, but would love the NWA Big Gold Belt. Oh yeah, I thought Vince only owned the footage. He definitely owns the footage, but yeah, no. According to some deal they made in 1998, I believe, Vince still has a lot of ownership because it was the way they got the NWA on WWF in 1998 or 98 or 99. I think it was 98. But when Jeff Jarrett was the NWA champion and he was appearing on he was appearing on Raw, he was appearing on WWF TV, and they were doing this whole NWA invasion thing in 1998, which no one remembers because it was so poorly done. But part of that deal was Vince owns blah, blah, blah. Okay, in the 90s, Frisco says in the 90s, NWA signed an agreement to cross-promote with WWE, giving WWE the rights to NWA name and properties, but they never put an expiration date on the agreement. I want to see Billy Corgan buy out the big gold belt and reuse it in their main roster. I agree, that would be nice. I always missed a big gold belt. Is there an NWA that comes straight out of the championship? Is there an NWA? Is there an that comes straight out of Compton? Oh, yes, there is an NWA straight out of Compton. I just got that reference. Shawn Michaels is, yep, that's okay. I can abide by that. 1997, 1998. Yeah, around that time period. Your thoughts on ECW One Night Stand 2005? That is probably my favorite pay-per-view of all time, ever. Possibly. May not be the number one, but it's very high up there. Behind you. No, I see. Okay, so, but yeah, back to the fake, real fake thing. So, Broken Matt Hardy, or Awoken Matt Hardy, finally debuted on WWE TV, interrupting a Bray Wyatt promo. It was interesting, but here's the question. So they've been building up, and it's not just for this week, but they've been building up with Matt suddenly motioning towards it, and he's been a bit of an afterthought for a while, feuding with pre-show and all this. So the question is finally for real, fake, real. Matt Hardy finally appearing with his broken persona, or woken Matt Hardy, or awoken Matt Hardy, this new persona that we missed for a while, new to WWE. Is it real fake or fake real? Has WWE pushed it a little too hard, finally being able to get there and do it what it is, and, finally get it in because they finally can? Interrupting Bray Wyatt, was it done right, or should it be held off? Should it have been saved for a pay-per-view? Should it have been saved for the Royal Rumble? Should Matt Hardy have lost the Royal Rumble and then showed up, re-entered as Broken Matt Hardy? Should they be using the word broken and not woken or awoken? Your thoughts. First 5 votes come in. Fake real means it is real. You believe it even though you know it's fake. So that's what fake real means. And real fake means that it is completely phony and garbage. So first 5 votes wins for the broken, awoken Matt Hardy debut. Is it real fake or fake real? First 5, vote now. Fake real means it's believable even though it's fake. Real fake means it's terribly phony. Okay, so fake real, 1 vote. Fake real, 2 votes. Angelina Love being pulled in WWE in 2006. Angelina Love, look, she has her place. I get it. A lot of teenage girls, I understand where their lots are because they don't get there. Fake real. Oh, fake real. Whoa, clean sweep for fake real. All right. Nobody thought it was real fake. Okay, good. All right. So that's where we're standing. Fake real all the way. You guys love the broken Matt Hardy or woken Matt Hardy debut. All right, great. So it is not obsolete. It is not to be deleted, and it is wonderful. Okay, great. You think you loosen your tie a little bit, bro. Yeah, I'm just trying to get used to it for later on tonight when I got to wear it anyway. Don't care if woken or broken, as long as it's done right, and they let creative control to Matt. And allegedly, that is what's going to happen. Allegedly, Vince McMahon loves the gimmick, and he's giving creative control over to Matt, and they're just changing it to woken just so he can have the exclusivity to the rights for that character. But if he leaves, he can go back to being broken, doing all his same shtick, and he'd be fine, and he wouldn't have this problem that he has now. You got a lot of visitors creeping on your... Yeah, today is a... It is a bit of a creeper day for whatever reason. I don't know. It's a busy day today. What can I say? Thank you for the thumbs up. I find it funny how TNA put a trademark over every one of their Broken Matt Hardy videos on their YouTube channel. TNA, petty. Desperation is a stinky cologne. That's what I say for TNA. And let's see what we got here. Okay, so, all right, so everybody is in agreement about the Matt Hardy thing. Okay, good. Last week it was the same thing. Everyone, it was not universal. It wasn't a clean sweep, but it was pretty close. A lot of people went both ways on it, but a lot of guys, slightly more, one higher vote went to Mojo Rawley's turn being fake real. So okay, interesting. How come you got a suit? As I said, I got a class. One of my classes graduating tonight, so I have to look presentable for it. And I was also filming an episode of Cheaper Pop Culture, but I was doing that because I knew I was wearing the suit anyway. So Vince loves the gimmick because he's just as crazy as Matt. On his obsession. All right, that's fair. Broken Gate or Broken Joseph Park. Great out, nice. Check them out. Okay. But thank you for the thumbs up. More news. TMZ is reporting a video surfaces where Dave is heated argument with Alberto Rio and Dave is assaulted but beats the yeah, and even though Paige is nowhere in sight, he's going to claim it has something to do with Paige, and he was just being an honorable person. That was under Jeff Jarrett. The new management has been making good decisions lately. I think they're making the best decisions they can, but I think they're in a very bad spot right now. Like, in a way, I understand the decision making that they're making, the choices they're making now, but in a lot of ways, I don't. Their support of Del Rio, Alberto El Patron, I don't understand under any regime. I don't think he's somebody that you foster a relationship with. I don't think and look, it has nothing to do with him personally speaking. It just has to do Carlito's alter ego, Stinky Cologne. Ladies know the truth. All right, that got me, Norman. That got me. Not as bad as they think. And I'm not saying it's bad. It's just purely looking at choices from a business standpoint. Broken Anthem accounts. TNA is in a worse spot now than WCW in 2000. See, that I agree with. They are. See, the reason why I'm talking about criticizing their choices, look at Del Rio. My question is, why do you support Del Rio? Regardless of what you think about him as a person or whatever, the thing is, does he draw a house? No. So, I don't think so, at least. Not at this point in his career. I don't think he's a draw. So, why cater to him when he's not drawing? And he's up in years. So, even if he was drawing, how much more are you getting out of him? Meanwhile, you could be supporting and fostering younger talent, which is something I do. This is something I think they should. And right now, wrestling is in a spot that's really hot right now with young, aggressively hungry talent. Start a roster of that. When the Attitude Era kicked on, when WWE was going in the Attitude Era, fine, they had a lot of wrestlers who were like Stone Cold Steve Austin in his early 30s, and and Mick Foley. And yeah, fine, they had other, they had their veterans too. On his promo on Bailey, Bailey's amazing. They had their, guys in their early 30s, man, like I said, and also younger guys like that, The Rock, and they had older people too, veterans, but but the point is they had a lot of young, hungry talent, and they were able to push them to the forefront. And a lot of parts of what WWE Attitude was really all about was young, hungry, urging to prove themselves. And especially with some of these guys in the indie scene, if monetarily, like Ring of Honor is crushing it with that. But if they could go if TNA could go in that direction, or team up with Ring of Honor or something, get bought out by Ring of Honor or something. I like to mess with you, Dave. You're a great guy. You're great too, man. I know you're just messing with me. Up in years, he was 56 when. 56 when he signed WWE first time. That's what I mean. If you could build a roster around that, that's an exciting alternative to WWE, whose part-time, non-stop wrestling champions is a thing right now. Why not do that? WWE was criticized, WWF back then was criticizing WCW for having Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, and all these older people as their champions. And now, WWF is doing a lot of the same things. Like, fine, Brock's not old, but, your Brock's, your Cena, and everybody. Randy Orton was the youngest guy on SmackDown's team. Yeah, so just point this out. Ring of Honor is doing a good job with all these young, hungry talent. WWF stealing them all away as soon as they become, most of the time when they become successful. But that's something the TNA I would like to focus on instead of going for, Alberto Del Rio, who isn't a viable candidate. Dream match, The Rock versus Shawn Michaels, who goes The Rock, because I will always book anyone over Shawn Michaels. If it was a paper plane, I'm booking. Honest promo Vince McMahon. Don't worry about that. I know that one is a big one that will happen at some point in time. It's just Jeff's middle name, and he's Matt's real brother. They've got no problem there. Okay, Hulk Hogan versus Ichiban Hogan versus Hollywood Hogan. Who killed the territory the fastest? Oh, ouch, kabibbles. Predictions on who TNA signs in 2018. Wow, I don't have any. That's a good question. Wow. Because I feel like I feel like in 2018 there's going to be I wouldn't say a big signing, but probably a strong signing from some. Now, see, if TNA could get their hands on Emma, I think that would be smart. So I'll say Emma. I'll try that. The 12 people to watch the 12 people that watch Ring of Honor a year. Look, yeah, I know, but the thing is, you can't compete. Same thing like the Art of the Monday Night Raw episode, which I just did. You got to pick and choose your battles. You got to know how to do it well. You got to know how to do it smartly, and that's what I'm looking at. Fabulous Moolah, HBK, Fabulous Moolah goes over HBK. Yep, I'm picking Moolah. Barry Horowitz or Shawn Michaels? Barry Horowitz. And if you think that's completely asinine, just know 1-2-3 Kid or the Lightning Kid did beat Scott Hall. Brooklyn Brawler did beat Triple H. So why not Barry Horowitz beat Shawn Michaels? I think that's fair. Honest promo, Chris Benoit. I want to do that one, but yes, you have to tread lightly on that one. I did bring up Chris Benoit quite a bit in the first 2 episodes. I predict they sign anyone who gets released from WWE and Jeff Jarrett. Art of War episode was awesome. Thank you so much, Danny in Oak Park. Thank you so much. It was definitely one of my more favorite episodes that I wasn't sure if it was going to go over well or not. And it's like whenever I have these episodes that I think are, out there that I'm really excited about and I want to do, and I'm worried whether it's going to take or not. It seems like you guys just give it receive it really great. Oh, and thank you for the thumbs up, speaking of which. One guy who keeps giving me a thumbs down, which drives me crazy. Wish they would stop that. Right? But yeah, that would be my prediction. How about you guys? Any picks that you guys think would go for TNA? Anybody? Got anything? Don't touch Chris Benoit. You have to leave the country, Dave. Look out, Dave. They're watching you. No, I know. I'm probably going to have to wrap. I'm probably going to have to make this a short episode. Catch us up soon. Art of War was interesting. I liked it. Thank you. Thank you very much, Amanda. Yeah, and don't worry. More literary stuff like that to come. My literary degree is going to represent itself a little more. I've always had a literary thing on this channel, so it's going to have more of it. Dave, what's your opinion on wrestling simulator games that are online? I played one. I didn't really do well in it, but yeah, it was there. I think they're a great idea. Art of War was great. One of my favorite books. Cool. Art of Monday Night War was pretty amazing. Plus, was my situation that it was. 30 days and 30 days mandatory title defense. Oh yeah, that's a rule that no one seems to care about. Yeah, the only thing I can think to justify it. I mean, I can't justify it for all WWE, but for the Universal title may not have that rule because it's a new fabricated belt. Ever going to do a show on Tiger Mark? I'll be honest, I didn't plan on it, but I'm not opposed to it. Maybe they would sign guys who are young and they could develop into next big things in TNA. Yeah, and you know what? That's the same strategy that I recommend for, Ring of Honor. Keep doing it. I also recommend it for TNA, and I also recommend it that Billy Corgan's NWA really looked at. Like, what culture pro wrestling or define pro wrestling? What... they established a good running by doing what they do, and also I think we need to veer away like the contract signings of Verizon or T-Mobile or whatever in cell phones. Maybe we could move away from that too. Maybe we could go to Tiger Mask. No, I figured what you were saying. No, I knew that. I'm not opposed to doing anything on Tiger Mask. I mean, I've mentioned Tiger Mask in the UK video, the second UK video. I've mentioned them in the past. I mentioned them in the cartoon episodes. I've mentioned them more than once. I don't remember specifically. I know I mentioned them in the second British wrestling episode, and I feel like I mentioned them more than that. But yeah, I know the whole Tiger Mask thing is very interesting. So I don't know specifically where I want to do it in, but yeah, I think. But yeah, there you go. I'm pretty sure I mentioned them in the cartoon episode. Either way, in the animated episodes. Anyway, your thoughts on deathmatch wrestling? Look, extreme wrestling with weapons and all that, to a point, I think it's cool. I think it's great. Shows off these guys' toughness. But when it goes into just ridiculousness, and I've given this example before, there was one CZW I saw where 2 guys were building this like home entertainment unit and just replacing the shells with like glass and barbed wire and light bulbs and stuff. But they were building it together just to put someone through it. And I thought it was just so stupid. I was like, I couldn't take it seriously. Like, that's too dumb for me. How was it collaborating with Brian Zane? Absolutely great. He's a joy to work with. I'll work with him anytime. He was super nice. Could not be nicer. It was great working with him. And, it's Brian Zane. I was kind of like, marking out a little bit. I was like, I'm going to be, it was great. It was fantastic. I saw a part of anime Tiger Mask versus Kenny Omega. That was sweet. Yeah, Tiger Mask is definitely what and I've said this before. I've also said this before. I think it's amazing we're on like the 20th Tiger Mask, but we're still on the original Jushin Thunder Liger. I think that's amazing. Shibata versus Daniel Bryan. Ooh, ouch. You could make a similar episode, but this time make it about Orwell or Sun Tzu. I almost did an honest promo. I almost wanted to do an honest promo about this month for honest promo Santa Claus, but I don't want to put. It's still a wrestling channel. I don't want to push it too far. That's just our false advertising. If no one ties, well, all right, we got a point there. Oh, radio is my go-to WWE workout song. Huh. Jim Cornette busted a capillary, losing his mind doing a rant on that match. Okay, so, but thank you for the thumbs up. We got 2 more. Okay, excellent. And, all right, where we are. Us promo wrestling fans. Ooh, interesting, man, Bear Pig. Interesting. Okay. All right, guys. Yeah, I think that's everything. As I said, I kind of have to start wrapping things up. Which young you think would have the best career if they were alive today? Ooh, rough. That's a good question. I don't know. Any thoughts, guys? None of the Ligers old enough to have met Moses. Wrestler contact and be drawn and quartered after the match. Hyde. Also show Dave. Okay, I mean, honest promo, me, Arthur. Hey, Arthur. Sean O'Hare. I like Sean O'Hare. Racist. Honest promo, racist? What? I don't get it. Yeah. So busy day today. Gonna have to wrap this one up. Yeah, had a good time. Great to see a lot of the faces. Great to see. Thank you all, everybody, for coming out today. I had a great time talking. Yeah, and Matt Hardy going broken or awakening or whatever. Hi. Oh, New Dion. Hey, just about to leave, man. Night timing is terrible. I hate it when I'm about to go and someone comes on because then I feel obligated to stay for just a little while longer. I'll stay for just a little while longer. Dynamite Kid would be pretty over if he was wrestling today. Yeah, but he's still alive, so I don't think he counts. Gimmicks just arrived. On his promo, Dave knows Honda's wrestling. Dave knows wrestling. Yeah, no worry. I thought about that too. I just read. All right. I'll hang out for a little bit. Mexican Wrestling is reporting Dave is buying AAA Mexico Wrestling in Mexico. I would love that too. Have you seen the Son Stasiak video yet? I have not. And if you want to link anything that you want me to check out, let me know about that. I'll hang around, Frisco. I'll hang around. Lance Cade, maybe. Test. Ooh. Lance Cade, man, there's a guy I haven't thought about in a while. Particularly. Okay. So, I have. So yeah. What was I going to ask? I want to ask you guys. Oh yeah. That's right. But no. Let's ask about that. I am curious. So yeah, who do you guys think might sign with TNA in 2018? That was a great question. Let's hear some of your thoughts because my thought is Emma. And as I said, I thought like if Wade Barrett wasn't retired, I would have liked to see Wade Barrett in TNA. Where I know he's a little bit old, but I don't think he's past his prime RVD. Okay, honest promo RVD. All right. But yes, and I know that's kind of doing an about face on some of the things. But yeah, Del Rio is just too old, and they don't have that. Bobby Lashley's also days are kind of numbered. What is the dollar bill to peso exchange? Maybe Dave could pull that off. Billington is alive partially. Well, look, he's fine, but he's technically alive, so he's alive. So just saying, what's James Ellsworth doing in the Impact Zone? See, if they sign James Ellsworth, that's a misstep too. Like they got to pick somebody that can build. But Barrett is on Defiant, but he doesn't have to stay there though. Is the point? 2018. Darren Young could probably do okay there. That's not a bad choice. They definitely missed a boat on Darren Young. Hey Jenna, what is up? Yeah, Darren Young's not a bad pick. Emma comes to mind first just because I feel like TNA's knockout division could definitely use it. Yeah. Oh, Frisco, you know Jenna? Possibly Sammy Guerrero, a new hot star, or Brian Cage. You know what I wouldn't mind? I wouldn't mind, there's a lot of indie wrestling guys I would like to see kind of come up. What is your local indie? What is your local indie do you attend where you live? Oh, well, there are a couple of promotions I could talk about. there's BWO, which there's Capital Wrestling. There's Dave. Honestly, your shows are great. Thank you very much, Little Dead Man. Then there's also the show where I met Teddy Hart, and they're in the beginning of the video. So there's a lot. I don't know, maybe Jimmy Havoc. Huh? Frisco, what up? What up, boo? It's crazy you guys know each other. If he didn't sign with Bellator, I would say Jack Swagger. Yeah, that's the other thing, Jack Swagger. Oh, man, Jack Swagger would have been a great sign. Sean wants to be the first WWE champion whose dad held the belt, too. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. They should sign Riddle. They obviously don't have a problem with... Oh, jeez. Okay, Ozone Park. What's Swag doing in the Impact Zone? Okay, now... Yeah, it's Rusev Day, man. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, I think I got to go now. So thank you for coming out. Thank you, everybody. Glad to see everybody here. Thanks so much for all the likes and everything. All the likes. Thank you. And I'll check you guys out soon. Let me know if there's anything else you want me to talk about. And, Simon Gotch. Not bad. Yeah, poor Simon Gotch. Thank you so much. And I'll catch you next time. And as always, this has been Dave Knows. And I don't look that cool because I didn't press the button in time. And bye.